What it do, YouTube? It's your boy Ray One. We going in on another one. This one I want to talk about trends in the safety of one's own mind. Because in today's day, we don't have the safety and comfort of one's own mind. Let me explain what I mean by that. Your mind is like a stomach. It's like a mouth, actually. Your mind is like a mouth. It's like a greedy, gluttonous mouth that can never, ever stop eating whatever you put into it. You can't spit it out. You can't regurgitate it. The only thing you can ever do is refuse it, right? Okay. Let's prove this right now. So y'all don't think that I'm just saying anything, and I don't have no basis of saying nothing I'm saying. Watch this. Purple elephants dancing on the stars with a purple backdrop. Probably hard to see. With a green backdrop, how about that? Gives you more of a saturated picture, right? Now, if I'm right, what you would have just did was you would have just imagined that in your head, regardless of if you wanted to or not. You would have seen a glimpse, you would have seen the purple elephant, even if you said, okay, I want to stop. Once I said the green, you would have seen the green backdrop with the purple elephants regardless. I'm still talking about it, right? I'm still taking up enough of your time to where you're still unfortunately forced to think about it because I'm telling you about it. That's the power that we have in communication. The power of communication, the power of speaking, is the ability to paint a picture in someone else's head, to paint an idea, to give them clarity, to show them something, just using words without having to physically show them a diagram or anything like that, right? Okay, so let's get back to what I said. This is about protecting your mind and the safeties and having the peace in one's own mind. Here's how you do this. So, because our mind is like that mouth, you have to be able to have discernment. This is a spiritual gift. You have to ask God for it. If you don't ask Jesus for the gift of discernment, it will be nigh impossible for you to truly have it. Not impossible, nigh impossible. You gotta ask for it. It's a spiritual gift. You don't ask for it, look, man, it's gonna be harder. Super simple to ask for it. You ask for it, he gives it to you because he wants you to come closer. Simple, it's an easy gift to give. You ask for it, son, here you go. Daughter, here you go. There you go. Boom. You need discernment because, listen, if you don't have discernment, you are going to keep eating all of the negativity, all of the evil shit, and you're not going to even realize you're eating it. You're going to keep consuming poison, and you're not going to even realize you're poison until your mind is gone. You might not even realize you're poison because your mind is gone. Even then, some of us who pay attention to themselves, it says in the Bible to examine yourself daily. When you examine yourself daily, you will be able to determine which influences are influences over your life for good and bad. Okay, cool. Bet. So you got discernment. Okay. So typically, this is why I brought this video up. This is a thing I used to do on Instagram a lot. A lot of people liked it. I don't have Instagram or Facebook anymore. Those pages are still there, so if you want to follow them, feel free, but there will be nothing posted to them. And we'll get into that too. So look, you want to protect your mind from these things, right? Because look, I was talking about the trends. So the trends are like this. They'll tell you something, it seems funny, like a joke, but you don't realize how harmful it really is. Okay, so I just recently did a video. I had to debunk it. So I'm gonna tag it on this video so y'all can go straight to it. But they'll tell you straight to your face. They'll say some shit like, men want this thing, right? Women want this thing, right? Take a pause, chill pill, and a breather. Because when did we say we wanted that? Who was the person who created these original things to say what men want and what women want? Because it never be accurate. So I'm gonna give you the example. It said, men want women. Men be like, I want my woman to look like Barbie. It might be a couple niggas out there. I said it was, in the video I said it ain't nobody. There might be a couple weirdos, doofuses out there. There's always a couple doofuses that fuck it up for the rest of us. But for the most part, ain't nobody said they wanted a bitch that looked like Barbie. Let me tell you why. Barbie's a toy. A real man knows that Barbie is a toy. A real man knows that this toy was created because they're trying to push an agenda and poison one's mind. Therefore, I would not want that. Any man worth their salt would not even want that. Okay, now let's talk about it again. Because that trend was not for us. It was not for us men. It was for the women because they want the women to be brainwashed and to never listen to us, the man. Okay, so let me tell you how, let me go in some more and express exactly how this was. Watch this. So in the trend, it said, after they said this is what men want, they go in and they say, but do you look like Ken? Do you have a dream house and a dream car? Wow, that's so big, guys, because listen, what they just did was they just forced women, they just forced any woman to watch that to automatically value material over the man. Wow, this is crazy. This is literally internet terrorism, and we're letting it happen. We're letting it get away, but I'm not letting it get away because I'm doing something about it in these videos. Okay, this is supposed to be fun, entertainment, yeah, music, but in my conscience, I can't give y'all the music, the fun, and the entertainment without giving y'all the real deal Holyfield. And then when we all on the consensus, we can move forward and have some fun. That's how I like to do shit. Because we can't go have fun if this person over here thinks it's one thing and he gonna fuck it up for the rest of us because his mind fucked up. No. Y'all gonna know what I stand about. I don't know a lot of y'all stand for this kind of stuff too. So, and it'd be so hard nowadays to find a voice like this because nobody wants to say anything. Like, I won't say it, files, you know what I'm saying, whatever. I don't need no algorithm booster, so I'm cool. But, or this way, or whatever we're gonna do, I'm cool. But my point in this video is to guard your mind, guard your peace. If they're teaching our women, based on that video, they're teaching our women to hate man's rule, authority. He ain't got no money, don't say shit. Don't talk to him. He ain't got that dream house. Did you hear that? First of all, let's talk about this realistically. In today's economy, I'm not saying it's impossible, but it's hard to get shit. In fact, we're literally on the brink of what everyone's calling World War III. So with that being said, do you remember during World War II, what happened right before World War II? The Great Depression? Oh, okay, so if it's even synonymous, that means that everything went down and everything's more expensive, right? Our dollar bill went down, and everything's more expensive because of that. Okay, so then how is anybody gonna get a dream house or dream car except for these banks, these millionaires? And that's what they want. They want to steal all your women and have all your women depend on them. All of our women, and have them depend on them. Depend on a job, depend on the system, depend on a bank. Why not under God? Why is the whole system destroyed like that? Why not under God? Why not under us, man? Why not? Okay, we already know the answer to that, y'all. I just want to bring that attention to y'all face and let y'all know that I'm not gonna stand for this. And any other man really feel like I feel, you're not gonna stand for it. We doing shit, we putting shit in motion, starting today. We putting shit in place, starting today, to end that kind of shit, to end those kind of cycles. Because look, women as the weaker vessel, that's that weak. Some women are stronger than men, like physically, emotionally, all that kind of stuff. Weaker in the sense of more susceptible. The more susceptible vessel, the one who first listened to the discipling, right? So the most susceptible vessel, they trying to use against us. Satan gonna keep using her against us. We ain't got time for all that shit. The enemy, we ain't got time for all that shit. We ain't got time for all that shit. So this is a reminder to protect your brain. So this is what I would do, and this is what I think you should do. This is what I do, and this is what I think y'all should do too. This is how you're gonna protect your minds and your kids, because they do it to our kids too. They do it to our kids, they do it to our women. So this is how us as men gonna stop this. But if you're a woman or child watching this, peace to you, peace to Yahweh, Yahshua, Yeshua, peace to God, Jesus, whatever you want to say. But this is really a message at this point for the men. Like, y'all supposed to be here too, so y'all can know what's going on with yourselves and your minds. When y'all be like, why am I thinking this way? Or when you watch that Love and Hip Hop shit, you're gonna be like that because that's all you just consumed. It's like you are what you eat. That shit is real. So when you consume some shit in your mind, you're even more so whatever you just consume. Okay. So this is what you do. Without further ado, I'm sorry, y'all. It's a little chilly out here. This is what you do. You gonna start by paying attention to what you're watching. Keep a very close. This is you part of examining yourself daily. If you watching shit that makes you sad, hours later, or makes you angry, hours later, or makes you get into this mindset, this is how the world works. Hours later, stop watching it. Stop watching it. Stop watching it. The world might work that way, but you don't have to. Stop watching that shit immediately. You see your kids watching that shit, talk to your kids, have that conversation about with your kids, say this is bad, I don't want you to watch this kind of stuff, and then do whatever you can do to minimize, X out, all of that. With our women is gonna be harder because they're programmed and they're brainwashed into it. So the only thing we can do as men who care is have the conversation again, and then have the conversation again. Don't get frustrated, because the moment you get frustrated, it's already in a programming to fight you. Don't get frustrated. Say it calm, say it lovingly, say it with compassion, saying it like you, say it with some empathy in your heart. You know what I'm saying? Because you understand what the cycle is. Show her proof. Like how I just showed y'all proof. Show her proof. Show her proof. If you can show her undeniable truth, y'all be acting like, oh, it's the spirit. No. Because God's spirit is stronger than anything else out here. So if you start talking to that spirit in God, yeah, them demons gonna fight, they gonna hiss and yeah. But look, you talking to the spirit, I'm talking to the spirit of God in you that I know is there because he died for it. That's how I know it's there. So I'm talking to the spirit in you, and I'm gonna have that compassion, I'm gonna have that love, that empathy, and that patience with you. That's what I'm gonna do, and that's what I want. You're going to keep having the conversation until you can wean them off of whatever the stuff they're eating. I say eating. Oh, the eating is actually eating stuff too. Like the sodas and the sugars and stuff like that. That adds up to it. That helps it lock in there and stay there. And they know that. But have the conversation. Have some love in your heart. Be kind. Be patient. And protect your peace, kings. Protect yourself. Protect your family. Don't wait for the government to come up with something. Don't wait for a company to come up with something. You got to do it, man. We here in the image of God, and he told us that we got to do it because we here right here in the image of him. So go ahead and let's overthrow it. And instead of making a vain world where we all just doing this shit for ourselves, let's make a world that God can be proud of, that we did this shit together. Let's make a world that God can be proud of instead of just us. Let's make a world that when we pass on, and yes, it's for the next generation, it was meant to be for the next generation and not for me in this one. That's what we gonna do. So I hope y'all liked this video. If y'all like this video, you made it this far, please subscribe so I can make more videos like this and I can actually look a little bit better for you guys to do this shit. Actually, I don't really care to look better for you guys, but I wanna look better. So why don't you guys go ahead and hit that sub button, hit that like button, and we can have some fun and Club Tuesdays can crack. I really hope to see y'all then. And without further ado, see ya. Take care. Protect yourself, kings. Bye.